Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. Today is Thursday, as I like to call it, Friday Eve, June 2nd, 2022. Number 1. As funerals have concluded in Buffalo, New York, and funerals are being held for the children and teachers killed in the Uvalde, Texas school massacre, U.S. senators are starting talks about gun reform. There is a sense of caution as a small bipartisan group under the leadership of Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut met virtually to discuss the issues surrounding guns. The sense that anything will be accomplished is tempered by the history of the U.S. Senate's action, especially under Republican control. Little to no progress has followed each of the massacres that have taken place across the United States in schools, churches, synagogues, grocery stores, movie theaters, nightclubs, and street corners. Number 2. According to a new poll, 3/4 of Black Americans say they are worried because they or someone they love will be physically attacked because of their race. 70% of Black Americans polled say they believed half of white Americans hold white supremacist beliefs, compared to 19% who believe fewer than half of white Americans do. 2/3 of those polled said white supremacy is a bigger problem today compared to 5 years ago. In comparison, 28% said the size of the problem is the same. Number 3, state and local governments and educational institutions in Louisiana could not require proof of vaccination against COVID-19 for entry into government facilities under legislation advanced by a state Senate committee. The bill would not apply to government health care facilities that would risk losing federal funding under any federal requirements for vaccines. It passed the House last month on a 59-26 vote. If approved by the Louisiana Senate, it would go back to the House for approval of a Senate amendment. Number 4. Police in several communities near Boston, Massachusetts, are joining an investigation and warning of a man who's vandalizing women's vehicles and then offering to help them when they're left stranded. According to Milford's Deputy Police Chief John Sanchione, a warrant for arrest was issued for Alexander Yee of Winchendon, Massachusetts, for allegedly pouring juice into a woman's gas tank at a Target store that previous weekend. Yee is in his 30s, drives a blue Chevy Impala with Massachusetts plates. Number 5. Mental health awareness among those aging is extremely important to understand for yourself and as a caregiver for your loved one. As reported by the Alzheimer's Association, signs of depression may include social isolation or withdrawal, disruption in appetite that is not related to another medical condition, disruption in sleep, agitation, or slowed behavior. And that article was contributed by our friend, the caregiver coach, Patricia Bailey. Here's your daily inspiration from Yogi's Jewels. Don't try to figure out the operations of other people's minds. We hear that a lot around here. Join me today, live on YouTube and Facebook at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, as we discuss today's top headlines and more. Thank you to our What You Need to Know partners, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated and the American Heart Association. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.